Good morning everybody, and welcome once again to my little channel here. We've got something a little bit different again today for you. This is a Wi-Fi operated, radio controlled camera drone. It's shaped like a camera. It's called the F6. I've got my one from GearBest. This is the 720p version, and it's made by a company called Huang Toys. Let's have a look here. We've got some functions, I do believe. Oh, here we go. It's a 720p, it's 2.4 gigahertz, 6-axis gyro, flip function, headless mode. It says here it's got height hold, and it charges via a USB. Okay, let's open up the box and take a look at what we get inside. Okay, so here we go. Here's the contents of the box. We have the quadcopter itself. The foldable arms fold down into what looks like an old 35mm camera. Interesting design. I like it. Very good. Right, now some models do say that you record via a micro SD memory card. On my one, it doesn't appear to be the case. What you do to turn, you need to turn this ring here, and I do believe it pulls out. There we go. And you've got a little module. Now on some models there is a slot around the body which you will put in your micro SD card. On this model there isn't. There's nowhere inside that I can see here that would take an SD memory card. Okay, so we put that back in, and I think we should just lock. Oh yeah, there's some tabs there. We'll lock that in there, and that will go in place. There we go. Yep, so there we go. Okay, that looks all fairly straightforward. We have a 650 milliamp 3.7 volt lithium battery, which will plug that in. So yeah, that's easy enough. That charges via a USB charger with a micro SD, a micro USB port for the camera. Also in the package we have this little lanyard, the obligatory screwdriver, another one, thank you very much, and a set of spare props. Not a full set, but a set of 4 blades, so 2 on each side, I'd imagine. We have the transmitter, which is quite indicative of the style of transmitter you get from most of these toy quadcopters nowadays. I do like the way that all the functions have been printed on the buttons, so yeah, that's excellent idea. Excellent. We have a separate sheet for the app instructions and the QR codes for the apps itself. So you have the iOS and 2 for Android. Right, the instruction sheet. Let's have a look. We got this, of course, is Chinese customers, and some fairly good English instructions as well. Yep, a set of spares. If you can find no spares, then there's some spares for you to get from, I would suggest, GearBest. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks all very straightforward. The English seems to be quite readable and understandable, but once again, as I've said before in these videos, if you've had these quadcopters before, they're much of a muchness nowadays, and the functions generally tend to be the same, but always read instructions just to make sure. Okay, so let's go through the setup procedure. As usual with these brush quadcopters, switch on your quadcopter first. And it will be up and down with the throttle stick to bind. Now you do have a button here for the gyro calibration. Okay, so let's press that, and now the gyro is calibrated. Now apparently this has got height hold, although when I try to fly it indoors, I can't fly it outdoors at the moment. The weather's a little bit poor, as we've all been experiencing recently. The height hold doesn't seem to be too effective. It might be because it's indoors, I don't really know. Right, what we also need to do is pair this up with, or pair the app, which I've already downloaded to the phone, to the quadcopter itself. And what we do, we want to, now here's something which wasn't always introduced with these style of transmitters. There's a yellow, sorry, not a yellow, there's a foam backing on there, and hopefully that will stop the foam from slipping out. So let's just see if that works. Seems to be okay. Right, okay, if we can match up the phone to the Wi-Fi, there we go. So we have HX-523128, which I do know is this Wi-Fi being generated by this quad. Okay, so we go into there, we're going to forget it, as always do. We go back into it again, and hopefully it's going to connect again, and we are going to wait for a notification on the phone. There we go. So we need to go into our WIFI FPV app, which I've downloaded from Google Play Store. Okay, so connect, and hopefully very shortly we're going to see a image generated by the Wi-Fi. There we go. It took a bit of time, didn't it? But there we go. Right, let's take a quick picture. I'm going to take a quick picture with the button on here, see if that works. Apparently not. No, there's nothing there to indicate that it's recording either. So let's, there we go. We're now recording the video. Let's take a quick flight. I'll see if I can get this height hold to work, but last time it didn't. I don't suspect it was working correctly. It's possibly because it's indoors, although some of you might say, well, it shouldn't affect it. Let's have a go and see how we do. Now, to take off with this, that's it. I think, there we go. I am tempted to try a flip. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, but let's give it a go. Whoa! I've got away with that, just about. Right, we're back into, I think, yes, rate 1. It's a bit noisy. There seems to be a little bit of a lag on the Wi-Fi. So possibly what I might do is have a look where the aerial's situated and see if it can be located in a better place. But the control is good, the control's nice and positive. I'd imagine on a still day, whenever you get them, this is going to be quite a novelty to fly, let's say down the park or somewhere similar. Excellent, excellent. Alright, let's see if we can bring it in for landing. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Right, let's stop the recording. Well, you've seen some of the in-flight footage. It's very good on the phone. What I'm going to do is go into, let's have a look. I did one yesterday, actually. Right, okay, here we go. And this is the video that we've done. I think, was that yesterday? That was yesterday, so this would be today's one. Yes, here we go. It comes out nice and clear on here. What I'll do, I'm going to download a portion of this footage and include it on the video so you can see hopefully what it's going to be really like. Obviously it's not on a small screen, it's compressed a little bit more, so it's a little bit clearer. But I hope you enjoy this. I think I'm going to. I think this might be a keeper, you know. So thank you for watching. I enjoyed this. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. But this itself was cheap as chips. I think it's worth getting for the novelty factor alone. Brilliant, fantastic. If you've got a Christmas party coming up, or if you want to think of a Christmas present maybe, this is going to be ideal. I'm not sure that it's so light, it's not going to damage anything if you crash anywhere around the house. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully with something a little bit different again. Cheerio.